Oh, hi, konnichiwa, konbanwa, and welcome back to another episode of the Reanimate Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Quang Chu, and with me today are your favorite Digi-Destins, Ben Croft and Taylor Van Gilder.
If you're new to the show, thank you for joining us. We're a podcast dedicated to bringing you the latest in anime news and reviews, at least most of the time.
You can catch this show and any previous episodes on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music. These links will be down in the info box below, so be sure to like and subscribe if you want to hear more content like this.
そういや、カンバルの家の前で変なやつを見たぜ。
え、いつからカンバルの家の前に鏡が設置されたの？イメージ変わったかな？何が変わったんだよ、この一瞬に。あ、分け目が逆。
助かった。銃声出したから。小型の顔面。
If you guys haven't seen it already, there's a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, game-based trailer that was released like just yesterday.
Yesterday!
During the Disney Expo.
Live.
Oh,
Did
you
you
did?
guys not watch it? I did. I watched the entire Disney Expo thing actually.
Oh.
They talked
You watched
about
the whole
it talks about some Star Wars stuff, which was really cool. There's gonna be a Star Wars AR game with lightsabers, which is actually yeah.
I thought those already existed.
It's like exclusive technology.
They have that dumb Connect game, but that's about it.
That doesn't count. Yeah, they have like an AR headset that they brought out, and it's supposed to be like a competition game. I actually don't know how it's supposed to work, but they seemed really excited about it. And then they had like a little Marvel thing where they talked about Spider-Man, and that game actually does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. They showed off a little bit. I think it was mostly what we saw at E3. But I think everybody was mostly too bitter to watch it because they were like, "That's it. That's all that Sony's gonna do." But that still looks good, and they got to talk about that and some other Marvel bullshit that I didn't really care about, to be honest. But they saved the best for last when the entire theater went dim and they reshowed the trailer that we saw back in June at the orchestra for Kingdom Hearts not too long ago in LA. And everybody in the comments was kind of salty about it, but the lights came back up, and Nomura was actually out there, and he had a little translator, and they interviewed him, and that was kind of nice. It's nice to see that he's looking real healthy, looking real good, he looks exactly how I would have pictured him. Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he literally. I was like, he's in Anaheim right now, and in all black. Like that's. I commend him for it. But they talked about how there's going to be a lot of cool stuff, and that they're all really excited. And then they showed off the new world, which is going to be Pixar's Toy Story. And
which I was really surprised because that's a Pixar thing, not a Disney thing.
It is.
I mean, it's like a collab, but wow.
Yeah, it was one of the first collabs, I think, back in the day, back in the 90s. Nomura did say it was something that he always wanted to put in Kingdom Hearts. Which I thought was really sweet and really nice because I love fucking Toy Story. I love that movie. It was one of the first movies I ever saw. So it got me in the heart a lot, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Sora and the others, like the Pixar, nothing looks out of place there. Which is, it's so amazing. It looks so good.
Yeah, and from the trailer, it looks like this is somewhere in between Toy Story 1 and 2, not Toy Story 3.
No. Supposedly it's between 2 and 3.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
And they've actually Pixar have asked it to not follow any of the movies.
Yeah.
So it's going to be completely like
a standalone
new
thing.
kind of plot.
So it's not canon.
Yeah.
This is what you're saying? Are you saying that Kingdom Hearts is not canon?
It's like next year they're going to release Toy Story 4 with Sora in it. And the Keyblade.
I mean, that's what we all want. But the graphics for it look really good. They made all the toys look really... It looks like a Pixar movie, which is really incredible. We got to see some clips from that. Mostly, I would say cutscene, but we did get some gameplay. My favorite is when Sora... There's a mech section towards the end. I'm guessing at the level, because, there's that toy shop in the Toy Story universe.
Yeah, apparently that's going to be where most of the gameplay is going to take place for that world.
And it just reminded me of Diva in her little mech. And I made a tweet about it, and you can retweet it on our Twitter. I was real proud of that.
It actually reminded me more about Titanfall because Sora launches up and then
it does look
attacks
like
another
Titanfall,
mech.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
And then the trailer ends, but not without, at the very end, the release date of in 2018.
You mean
Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's no specific date, but most people I think were they were saying it was pretty much going to be 2018.
yeah.
I don't think they're going to push it back much more than that. I think they're avoiding the Final Fantasy 15 thing
Yeah.
as much as they can.
Yeah, before we recorded today, we all joke around like, oh, it's going to be pushed back to 2020. It's like, oh, it's
Ben
going to be
and
like...
Quan were joking
Yeah, I
around,
know.
and I was not having it.
But after watching like the gameplay trailer and seeing like they are actually putting gameplay
it's
in
very
that
polished.
video, it seems like it's almost done, or
It does.
It's a lot
Nah.
farther than I thought it was. So I'm.
It looks
It's
very polished.
plausible.
It looks a lot better. It looks a lot better than the last trailer we got.
Yeah.
And I think what's interesting is that they're putting out all of these trailers now, and we hadn't gotten anything really for years. Like we got like a couple pictures, we got a couple screen caps, but we weren't getting like trailers of any kind. And now they're like, oh, you want to see what the game's doing right now? Here's a couple of them just at once. And I think that that's a good sign that they're finally being like, here's some gameplay. Here's how it's all gonna work. Get you all excited. I saw that the release date will probably be March 2018 or a little bit later, but I think we'll see.
I would say it's gonna be later in 2018.
I think it's gonna be fall. I think it'll be
holiday 2018.
fall.
I reckon.
Yeah, fall, maybe Christmas. I saw a tweet that said it'll be exactly 13 years, the 22nd of December, since
No.
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. Unfortunately, that's on a Saturday, but to be able to time it like that would be pretty great.
The only gripe that I have with Kingdom Hearts in the Toy Story, I wish the Keyblade looks a lot cooler.
It's a little cactus.
I do not like the cactus.
I love it. It's so cute.
No, it looks like a sex toy.
No, it doesn't.
It
You're,
does.
God, you're all terrible. I think
Well,
it's adorable.
I wouldn't recommend using a cactus though. Probably not the best idea.
It's like, and so I was also looking online. Like it looks like you'll get your Keyblades at the beginning of every world instead of the end. Because
instead of waiting towards the end. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, cool.
I like that. I really like that. We're gonna get more party members, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Nomura said that we might even get more. He was like, you can have up to like 5, maybe more. And it was like, oh, how many are we gonna get? Because we've seen
With
in
Toy
the
Story,
past-
you got Buzz and
Woody.
Yeah,
And
fighting
Woody, yeah.
alongside with
And
you.
yeah, in accordance with good old Goofy and
Yeah.
Gosh.
Like I remember
Donald.
playing the older Kingdom Hearts
Hero?
games. Like, oh man, I wish I could actually fight with these characters.
Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, the most you really got with that was like special
Like the
quests.
summons and whatever.
Yeah, or like my fucking least favorite was in Birth by Sleep, where it was like they were just like escort this person to get somewhere, and it was like, oh, God, you're useless in my party. And there's only one where you fight with them, and I think it's when you're playing Aqua, and she is with Prince Philip, and he's the fucking most useless character. And you're like, why is he here? Why am I can fight this dragon by myself.
Oh, it's been so long since I even played Kingdom. I've forgotten everything.
Oh,
I know, I'm really dedicated to playing them now.
And it's such a struggle going back through. Oh, it's too much lore. I can't do
Although,
it.
yeah, well, and all the old ones are kind of janky to play. Because I've been playing one.
Instead of the second stick to like go left and right, you actually use the L1 and R1. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Back then, the tank
yeah, it was
controllers.
horrible. Ugh.
After seeing the trailer, I have
Are you
more
optimistic
faith.
now?
Yeah, more optimistic that it could come out in 2018, but not
I still
100%.
think it's going to get delayed.
I feel like I'm so fresh and new to Square Enix, so I'm like, I'm holding on to that positivity. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna come out. Everything's gonna be fine.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pressure for Square Enix to release because it is a partnership
I
with
think they
Disney, and Disney.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, it takes several years for a Disney movie sequel to come out, so.
Well, they haven't
it's
pushed
not
for it
too
yet, but I
different.
think it would be really heartbreaking to see this series get taken away from Nomura again, just like with 15. And I don't think that would ever happen, but I don't think they want to have to be able to do that. They'd be like, "You're fucking taking too long.
I don't
you
think
need to hurry."
I don't think they can do that with Kingdom Hearts and Nomura though.
Yeah, I don't think they would either.
It's his baby.
It's his.
So-
That's his.
So yeah.
But I
hopefully
think they definitely. I think he kind of did learn his lesson, maybe too, and maybe that he has to kind of, maybe not draw it out for another 10 years. Because how long has it been since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out?
12 years.
Like,
12 years? 12, 13 years?
Yeah.
That's great. That's so crazy. I didn't even know what Kingdom Hearts was back then.
Oh, really?
I think I got on release day Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah.
Aww.
What
Back when
I
I was,
am
like,
excited is
13.
I really want better access to Kingdom Heart merch.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
God, they've got some new figures up on the Square Enix store right now that are pretty pricey, but they look good.
Yeah. The only time you were ever able to get like a, let's say, Keyblade keychain or actual Keyblade and stuff like that is going to conventions
Oh, I was gonna say through eBay.
or like even. I'm talking about like pre-internet.
Like a whole section in Animate for Kingdom Hearts stuff. My friend Scott
Really?
bought like, I don't even want to know how much he spent on just Kingdom Hearts stuff. Like figures, each individual Keyblade was there.
Oh.
So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That's one of the things like in Disneyland. You know how they sell all those merch and souvenirs and whatnot.
Yeah.
The only
Oh,
thing
yes.
I ever wanted to buy at Disneyland was Kingdom Heart theme
They don't have
related
any.
stuff, but they don't have
They
any.
should do a ride. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, even at World, because we have Epcot and stuff, but it's not. I don't have any of that anywhere. Which is kind of disappointing, considering Kingdom Hearts is kind of. I feel like it's kind of integral to Disney now,
Yeah.
in a weird way. I mean, I guess for some people it's not though. But for people that play that play the games and love it so much, they're very much kind of together. Oh, man. I'd love to be able to buy, like, a Keyblade at Disney World. Why can't we do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Because then people will just run around hitting each other with them.
Oh, okay, but that doesn't matter because they
That's
sell
not a bad
lightsabers now. They sell lightsabers.
Yeah.
Big foam Keyblades, and then everyone can go run around like attacking each other with them.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
since they buy Star Wars, you can just buy a straight up just lightsaber, which I think are far more dangerous. Because those are hard plastic, and you wouldn't have to make a Keyblade out of hard plastic. Just make it a little soft.
Big foam.
Yeah, big old foam. I cosplay foam.
Have you guys seen any like the Kingdom or read any of the Kingdom Heart mangas?
I don't even dare get any more into it.
I read one once when I was in middle school. And I actually don't know why I read it or why I picked it up, but I think it was because I was like dedicated to reading every manga in my school library. And I remember reading it, and I had no idea what was going on. But I was like, this is cool. And then proceeded to not hear anything about Kingdom Hearts for like another 5 years. And then being like, oh, that connected to a video game. That actually like was a part of something. But there's new novels out right now, right? At least that's what I've heard.
Yeah. I've always seen them in Barnes & Noble, but never actually picked one up.
I got an ad for them on Amazon one day, and I was like, oh, these are out. Are they good?
I like the art style, but I'm sure the story is not as great.
That's true.
Convoluted.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah.
As if everything about
Because
Kingdom
with
Hearts
video
isn't.
games
Yeah.
manga, they're not good. Like, even the Persona mangas, they're alright, but
Yeah, they're not great,
it
are they?
skips a lot.
They're cute, though. Yeah, I own one of the P3 ones.
like, yeah. Like, I only got one because I really like the art style.
The Persona 5 ones I've seen scans of them, and they're really good. They're really funny.
Yeah.
Maybe they've gotten better over time. Because it's been a while since they put those out, huh? Since 4.
Yeah. And they did that Persona Q thing as well, which wasn't that great.
Is Q the one where they brought together 3
It's
and
like
4?
chibi.
Yeah.
Because they did a couple of those, right?
Yeah, they did. There was a DS game on it as well, I think.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole DS game.
Oh, yeah.
3DS game.
about now.
3DS, yeah.
And they really milked Persona 4 for all it was worth, huh? That poor franchise.
They were trying to make it more relevant because I think to get more attention for P5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. And then P5 got pushed back. Anyway, so it didn't matter. Final Fantasy 15 has a new July update coming, and back a few months ago, Square Enix released these Magitech suits, and they were, I don't know if sued is the right word, but they were contacted by the people that work on Power Rangers because the Magitech suits looked strangely like the Power Rangers outfits.
Which one? Are we talking about the movie or
I'm about to send you a picture of them because, in all honesty, they do look a lot like Power Rangers outfits. And it's kind of, it's uncanny. And they showed him off at like this big like thing about it, and then apparently like a couple, like a little bit after that, they were contacted like, hey, can you redesign these because these look really, really similar, and we can't have you putting these in your game. And so that was, I would say, maybe back in like March or so. Here, I'm sending it.
Okay, you should send it to us real quick.
I had to find it. This is what they used to look like.
Wait, what? You just sent me a picture of the Power Ranger movie.
Nope, those are... Oh, wait, is it? Yeah, it may be.
No, you just sent me the
Final
poster, movie
XV's
poster for Power
Magitech
Ranger.
Suits.
No,
it may just be these.
From the movie.
Oh,
No,
wait,
you're joshing with us.
I found these. Damn, I thought I...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you sent the wrong picture because that's a poster.
I really thought I could fucking...
Poster.
I really thought I could actually pull you
We've got a
guys over
Discord
with...
going and Taylor sent us a picture of the Power Rangers movie.
I really thought I could pull you guys over with that one too. Shit, but they actually do. Here's what they actually look like.
Oh my god, yeah.
But do they not? They look like Power Ranger suits.
Yeah, because of the different colors.
Well, and it's compared to the new Power Ranger suits.
It can similar to Tron.
They
or
do.
Something like
They
that.
kind of look like Tron suits, right? But apparently they were too similar because
Prompto does not have a 6-pack.
He doesn't.
No.
But for the sake of suits.
I tell the black one's Gladio, but
Yeah, you can tell exactly who's who. The black one is Gladio, the red one is Noctis, the blue one is Ignis, and then the yellow one is of course Prompto. You can tell based on their poses actually. At least for me.
Yeah.
It was very easily, I was like, oh yeah, that's who that is.
See, I think it could also been super controversial because the way they're posed and
they look very silly.
the composition of it is very similar to that Power Ranger poster movie with the hard, dark background.
I really thought I could get you guys over with that too. But they do look really similar.
Yeah, I can see why they were asked to
We haven't seen the redesigns.
change.
This is still the only picture we have of them, but they are coming out in the July update.
But compared to this suit and the suits that I saw in Kingsglaive, which I just recently watched last night.
Yeah, you really liked it, right?
This
Magitech suit doesn't really match up with what the Kingsglaive costume were.
What benefits do they give?
I think it's the stats.
Do all the enemies get like really big, and then you get really big as well?
No, I think it just makes you...
Are there Zords in here?
Final Fantasy Megazord, yeah.
I assume it just makes you real strong.
Is there does Noctis say it's morphing time?
God, I hope there's really, really like really shitty catchphrases when they have them on. Like that's all I want.
With Arden Repulsor as well.
They do look kind of silly though.
I'm so sorry.
They do.
I haven't seen these.
It doesn't really match. I mean, the original design doesn't really match with.
They look kind of like they look cool, but like I wouldn't look at these and be like, oh yeah, that's in that new Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
I just really like the abs that they put on everybody. Like, they're not all ripped like that. That's like Prompto. Prompto does not have those abs. He's a skinny little boy. He's not gonna look like that. But that does remind me that you just watched Kingsglaive, right, Quang? The 1 year anniversary actually just came up, and they put out some pictures with just to kind of celebrate it, I guess would be the word. And they showed they made these pictures of Regis and Noctis, and they're really cute pictures, and I really like them. But there's one in particular where they're like standing side by side as if they're like taking a picture together, and Noctis has these really like defined abs, and it's kind of concerning, and I don't really like it. I'm gonna send that to you guys as well because it's real weird. But how did you like Kingsglaive while I look these up?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the movie. I was actually really surprised how well it looked compared to the first like Final Fantasy movies that they tried to do.
Are you saying Spirits Within is
Advent...
not an iconic movie?
Blah. No.
That was really bad.
Yeah, Spirits Within is bad.
Advent Children was good, but that was more fan servicey for people who really like Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell whether it was CG or actual real
people
in there. Yeah, like the skin texture, you can see their pores pretty much when you zoom in.
Nyx especially, I think, looks really realistic. Protagonist.
Yeah, Nyx was like probably the best looking character designer there. But I guess it was Nyx. The king was good because you can see the individual hair in his beard.
He's a good guy.
Luna
is Cersei, right?
Yeah, Cersei from Game of Thrones, which they did a really good job because I was expecting to, once I see Luna, I was expecting to, oh, that's Cersei from Game of Thrones, but the way they edited her voice, it didn't give me that same vibe, so
I prefer her looking Kingsglaive.
It separated that connection. Yeah.
I don't know. So. I think because I think it is just because she looks more realistic, maybe.
Yeah, but maybe.
I think Kingsglaive in general just looks better. But I mean, it's that the whole thing is in CG, so it would be expected to.
Plot-wise, it was pretty good. It's not like a Golden Globe nomination or whatever, but
in fact, it got really terrible reviews.
Yeah, I heard that there were some really bad reviews with the plot, but for
what it is, I think it's good.
Pre-sequel for the game, they're just pretty much trying to build up the world, and that's what you usually get with these kind of movies where they start out with this one point and then just I don't know how to describe it.
Did it give you more context for what was happening in the game?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you feel like you were like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense about what the fuck's going on. Oh, by the way, here's a really ripped Noctis for no reason. Like, you can just very distinctly see his abs.
You didn't share a ripped Oh, okay.
Look at it. Okay. There's no reason.
Oh. Yeah, he's looking swole.
Okay. If you look really close, yeah. How many abs are there? It looks like an 8-pack.
He's got a 10-pack going on.
Regis has got that really creepy smile going on.
That's my son. He's super ripped.
Look how hot my son is.
I raised him just to be like this.
At the beginning of the movie, I thought Luna and Noctis was actually brother and sister.
No!
It's like, oh wow, are they going to go for this whole Japanese? I want to bang my sister type thing.
Because it opens up with them in Tenebrae.
Yeah, because they open up with them being little children, you know?
Yeah, he really does have a 10-pack going on in this picture, doesn't he?
Yeah, so
No wonder Ludo was like, oh, there I am. It's fine. God,
Yeah.
he does look creepy there. Regis, what are you doing, man? Regis, what's going on?
I'm going to die shortly.
I'm gonna die in a few days.
Spoilers!
Wait, we've been talking about
a
Final Fantasy for
1
weeks
year
now.
game.
If you guys haven't played it and you're still listening to this podcast, go play it. It's real good.
He's voiced by Sean Bean. He's definitely going to die.
In the movie, he is. It's not in the game though. He's voiced by someone else.
Some Japanese
That's
dude.
just as good. Yeah. Well, I was thinking more in the lines of English.
No.
The English voice cast is so good.
Yeah, the dub was good. Aaron Paul was the voice actor for
the dub
Noctis.
of Kingsglaive.
That was like really, yeah. I just wanted to hear Noctis to yell like bitch, like almost in every other sentence.
Bitch. Magitek, bitch.
I mean, you get to hear it from Prompto a couple times in the game.
Yeah.
My favorite, there's one particular line where he says it where when Gladio leaves the party, and he's like, what do you think Gladio's doing right now? And Noctis is like, probably meeting girls, and Prompto just goes, son of a bitch! And he's real angry about it, and it's one of my favorite moments in that entire game. He's so mad.
But yeah, the Final Fantasy 15 universe
It's
is
expanding.
pretty good.
There was a whole trailer about it. It's expanding.
Do you think Final Fantasy 15 will be the final Fantasy
absolutely
game?
not. I think we definitely have more to go.
Like,
I think they are going to try and milk this one.
Where did it go from here?
Stop. I think they will try and milk this one though, because I mean we've got mobile, we've got Monsters of the Deep coming up with a VR game, and then we have King's Knight, the mobile game that's coming out pretty soon, which I'm actually kind of excited about.
I mean, it did take them like 20 years to make this game.
Yeah, I think they're like, we're doing all that we can with it.
They should try milk this out as long as possible.
Yeah, and then we have episode Ignis in December, and then they have they did that survey a couple of months ago where they were like, hey, what do you guys want to see? And it was basically like
for them to stop.
Yeah, it's like, did you want to see like more of Luna? Did you want to know more about World of Ruin? So I think they kind of took that, and they're gonna sort of build on like, we'll release this part first, and then this part, and then we have multiplayer actually coming after Ignis, which is gonna be interesting.
See,
we have to fight with our friends. Are you guys, Ben? Are you saying you won't fight with us?
I will fight with you, but it's just this game never ends.
Exactly, the universe is expanding.
But
I never want this game to end. That's what I want. I want this series to never end.
After watching the movie, I am more inclined to playing the game after I beat Persona 5.
Oh, you'll never,
let's say 10 to 15 years.
At the rate you're playing Persona, you'll never finish Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Final Fantasy. Yeah, I guess so. Final Fantasy is a little bit easier to play, though, in my opinion. I got through it a lot better than I did Persona.
I'm sure it's more attention grabbing because it's more action based.
Well, yeah, you get to actually do shit, and then but in Persona's like, here's fucking an hour of story content. Here, you can finally go do something now. It is so good.
I mean, I like both. It's just
it's
I
so
guess my
long.
attention span isn't.
That's the thing. It's long, and you have to sit down and be like, here's my Persona time, and then that's just your day. Your entire day is just playing Persona, which isn't a bad thing.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
I did finally start on a new game plus though. After I finished the game a couple weeks after launch, so March. I feel like that's enough time to kind of, because I want to go back and finish all the social links. Because I only got the main ones.
The thing is, it's weird because with video games, I can't just sit there and play for like any more. I can't just sit down and play for more than an hour. But with anime, I can probably just sit down and finish the whole series. I can just binge watch a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of
I'm
binge
the opposite,
playing.
but I can kind of see how that's easier to do.
I like how something shows me the world than me trying to figure out the world, I guess.
Interesting.
That's kind of like the point where I was going with.
That's interesting. Because most people would rather explore it than kind of be fed what's going on.
Yeah.
Although some people need it to be fed to them. Or else they're like, it goes right over their head. Did you guys know they was doing a new Persona 4 thing? Like today, like
Wait, what?
in 2017? They're doing a fighting game with Blaze Blue, Ruby, Persona 4, and something else.
Oh, okay.
That sounds sick.
Why would they not put 5
Persona
in there?
4 has their 2 fighting. Well, Persona 4.
Persona 4 is fucking good. Or are they milking it? That game has so many. The game has so many spin-offs.
You cannot talk about the amount of spin-offs for Persona 4 when we've just been talking about Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, but that's building to the universe.
Christ.
That's different. They're not putting in a shitty dancing game.
That shitty dancing game was awesome.
You know what? No, I take that back. I would absolutely buy that game if it was just like a Persona 4 dancing all night game, but with all of the Final Fantasy characters. I would buy that. I feel like we had this discussion before too. I feel like we had a very similar train of thought not too long ago, which just means that I still think that it should happen.
I mean, there were 2 fighting games for Persona 4, but that combined with Persona 3.
Yeah, because there was Arena and Arena Ultimax as well, wasn't there?
Yeah. Which I actually really enjoyed playing that game. That was a game that
I'm okay with. I love anything that has Persona 3 in it, so I'm fine with it.
So it's probably from Arc System that's making or developing that fighting game.
Yeah, I just saw something about it. I didn't actually see what else is in it. Ruby in a fighting game sounds cool though. That's new. I don't think they had anything with games before, have they?
What,
They have one
Ruby.
game that was
Ruby, yeah.
really bad.
Oh, Grim Eclipse.
It's weird because Rooster Teeth is so known for their gaming. I find it interesting that they haven't had like a big Ruby game yet. I mean, besides apparently that really shitty one.
Alrighty guys, that about does it. Thanks for joining us. As always, you can follow and tweet us at the Re-Anime Podcast. And please check out our YouTube channel for more episodes and other anime and video game related content. Also, the audio version of the podcast is available on iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and your podcast service of choice. As for me, I'm Quang Chu, and you can find me on YouTube and all the social media at FunForChu.
I'm Ben, and you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is at HikikoMarieSP.
I'm Taylor, and you can find me everywhere at Ivulpix, IVULPIX, sometimes with an S.
Alrighty, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.